This is a Zoleo Satellite Communicator. I've been using this for just about 2 years now. It's a great piece of kit. It's an emergency beacon. It's a communicator for text messaging. It's everything there for when you're off grid, out of cell service, and need to communicate with home or emergency services to come and rescue you. I didn't think much about getting one of these before until I realized that I am quite vulnerable when I'm alone and I can't always get myself out of a sticky situation. This is really compact. I mean, look at that, fits in the palm of my hand here. And it comes with a little carabiner, clip it to your pack, nice and secure, and it's good to go. I'm going to pull out the specs for this in just a moment, but it is water resistant, it is shock resistant. I have tested this not on purpose, but just on regular use. I have taken major tumbles with this. I have had to use this out in the rain, and it works flawlessly. The Zoleo runs off the Iridium satellite network, so you've got coverage everywhere in the world. So there's not a spot that you need to worry about. You just need to be able to get it to the sky, and the satellites will pick it up. It is, when you're in tree cover, it can be harder for it to gain a satellite signal, but I haven't had it fail yet. It will take its time in covered areas, but you will get a signal, you will be able to get a message out. This is it. It's a simple unit. It comes with an app. The app allows you to write out text messages, monitor your text messages. You can check the weather on this through the app. You get the dark sky weather. I'm not a big super fan of that right now because I do mostly day trips, so I can check the weather before I leave. But for those of you that are on multi-day trips outside of coverage, it can be quite handy. It's fairly light. Can't remember how many grams it is. I think it's, I don't know, 200 grams, something like that. Sorry, I don't have the exact specs. I've never worried, considered it. Sits in my pack right here, ready to go. To do the SOS, like most, it's covered. So you just open it up, press your button, and you're good to go. You can also cancel an SOS by pressing the button, and on the back you've got instructions on how to send an SOS and how to cancel it. Small print, so bring your reading glasses if you need them. I'm not quite there yet, I can still read it. The signals for this, when you do press the SOS, are monitored by GEOS, and they will send out emergency crews. They will try to communicate with you through the app to find out the nature of the emergency. If they can't get a hold of you through the app, or you don't have your cell phone with you, or your cell phone's broken, they'll send the crews out. The good thing about having the app for that, when you do the SOS, is you can have a conversation with them up until the rescuers get there, and you can also tell them what you need when you're there. I like this because it's got a handy check-in feature. I can either press it here on the actual device or in the app and just send a check-in, and I've chosen to send my coordinates with the check-in, so it says I'm okay, sends my GPS coordinates to where I am at that point in time. So then later on, if I don't check in, at least they have a start point of where to come looking. The cool thing about this is when you get the service, you get an assigned number. So an assigned SMS number. So my contacts have the number already pre-programmed into their phones, so they know when they get a text, they know it's me, they know it's my Zoleo device, my satellite communicator that I'm contacting them from. You get to keep that number for as long as you have the device in service. If you cancel service, you'll lose a number, and when you renew, you would have to get a new number. So instead of canceling, what you can do is you can suspend. I think it's $5 a month Canadian. That allows you to keep the number and doesn't totally disconnect the device, so that then when you reactivate it, Again, you get your number back. I haven't suspended it because I keep this even for around town, even for parks like this that I'm in, this wilderness park here. Because if I'm ever in an accident, I might, be at a point where I need to press the SOS. I might have smashed my phone. I might have done whatever. This is pretty rugged. You can get a message out, get your coordinates, and I'm sure it'd be a heck of a lot easier for search and rescue to come to a local park and hike in a few kilometers or a mile or so. So this works on 3 different networks. It works on Wi-Fi, cellular, and then satellite. It searches for your Wi-Fi first, then cellular, then satellite to send the message. That way it saves you some, because your plan covers the satellite messages. The Wi-Fi and cellular, they don't count towards your plan. So if you're having a conversation with somebody and you're in service, it'll go through your cell or through Wi-Fi. And then once you drop out of service, that's when it'll go to satellite and rely on that. And it's seamless. People won't know that you're switching back and forth. You will, because in the app, it'll show you whether you're connected to a satellite or not. So I think that's great. Here in Canada, this comes with 3 plans. It's got a basic, which is 25 messages. It's got an intermediate, which is 250 messages. And then it's got an unlimited plan. For my use, I go out probably once every weekend, especially during hunting season. I stick to the 25. I really only need it for checking in or an emergency. An emergency, I'm not worried about the price of messages. Get me out of there. I've only come close to using up the full 25 messages that I have allotted in the basic plan within a month, and that was when I did have an emergency. Actually last year at this time, I had 2 flats on a dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. I needed to contact someone late at night, so I was going around the around the road texting different people to see who I could get available to be able to contact the tow company. And of course I was flustered, not thinking about it, so I would send a message saying, hey, are you there? And then I would send my GPS coordinates, and then I would say thanks, and then I would send something else. So thinking about it again, you could still get your information out in one message if you need be. So for regular SMS satellite message, it's 160 characters. This also assigns you an email address. That gives you 200 characters, so a little bit more, but there's no pictures in your emails that you get through this because it's coming over the satellite network. And on the app, you get 950 plus, it says in the advertising for this. For an extra fee, you can get this to do a tracking feature or a breadcrumb feature. I can't talk anymore. So it will send your location out, GPS location out, in intervals of anywhere from every 6 minutes to every 4 hours, and send it to the number of contacts that you specify in the app. I forget how many. So you can share your trails as you go along. So I got my piece of paper out here. Under waterproof, it has ingress protection IP68. It's dust and water resistant up to 1.5 meters or 4.9 feet for 30 minutes. And the shock resistant is the MIL-STD 810G. So like I said, it's pretty good, pretty satisfied with it. The accuracy of it is 2.5 meters or 8.2 feet. Works from minus 20 Celsius to plus 55 Celsius, so it should cover you in most instances. When it drops below minus 20, just pack it in close to you. It's got a long battery life. It's a 200-hour battery life, and that's with it on and at the, I believe it's 12-minute interval, checking for messages and stuff like that. I find that more than enough, because really, you're not going to keep it on for 200 hours straight doing that. You're going to go to bed. You're going to do, you know, a lot of the times you probably turn it on when you need it. And really, if you're on a multi-day trip and you want this with you, you might bring a little battery backup brick with you to recharge it if you need to. Like I said, I've used it, I've abused it. I've been out when I had my 2 tires blow out and I had to communicate it at night. To get better satellite signal, I put it on top of my Jeep while it was raining out and took my Pixel 5 phone when I was outside with that too, because it's got the water ingress protection. I'm out there while it's raining and plugging messages away. So it worked just fine. It does come with a couple of accessories, basically one clippy thing to clip it onto something, I think, and one like suction mount or something like that. You can check on the website. It's nothing that I've been interested in. I'm happy with the carabiner clip and clipping it to my pack. So I highly recommend it. I'm happy with it. And I'm hoping to get many more years of use out of it. So let me know what you think. Thanks for joining me.